Welcome back. Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy, and this is a new offering from Bestech. It hasn't yet hit the market. They've been showing on their Instagram a good bit, and they sent this one out for review for a pass-around group. And this is the Bestech Knives Hornet, model BG12B. And this is another one of the D2 models. I don't know the price point yet because it's not released, but I'm guessing it'll be in that $52 price range. This is the box it came in. Same type box, except this one's a little wider and a little bit shorter. So let's kind of dive into it. You kind of have this cleaver-esque blade with this like harpoonish with some massive jimping up top for texturing. You also have some functional, semi-functional jimping right here. You have a satin finish. Feels decently thin. Let's see how thin it is behind the edge. .021. That's pretty, in that 20 thousandths range is about where they've been grinding their knives. I love to see that. Better performance. Kind of has a rhino horn look right here. I don't know. Got this nice sinuated swedge up top. Really nice. I dig that. Let's get a total length on this guy, because this is not a small knife. It's not a large knife, but it's not small by any means. It is right at 8 inches with a 3.5 inch blade, 3 inch cutting edge, 4 inch grip area, and about 4.5 inch handle length area. But this is a wide, chunky monkey, made for harder use, I would have to say. You have the Bestech logo on this side. You have the name of the knife, the blade steel, and almost full flat grind, about 3/4 of the way flat grind. You have a forward finger choil that fits my medium to small hands nicely. When I'm choking up, this little area kind of melts in my hand. I will say too, right here, this grip right here in this saber grip is super comfortable, at least for me. I do feel this jimping right here. This thing's jimped all over, kind of like the Contigo. You got the cardinal sin, I call it, jimping behind the flipper tab, but it's not really aggressive right here. I do kind of feel that jimping whenever I'm bearing down. It's not bad, but I just want to let you know I do feel it. That's how much is sticking out. And you got to be careful when you got, these small choils like this. My medium to small hands land perfect in there, but if you have larger hands, this might not be the knife for you. Even though this point is a little pointy, but this one's not as bad. So I don't know. I'm just telling you how it feels in my hand. This grip right here is not too comfortable because of these two humps. The reverse grip is very comfortable. You have this titanium backspacer with the gold ano, and the way it wraps around right there is super comfortable, even though I never use this grip. If you want to use this grip, you got to put your thumb inside that hole, do that kind of grip. And my favorite grip, you can get it done by putting your finger up there, the pencil grip I call it. Let's get this guy closer. Look at the action on this guy. It's super smooth. I mean, I'm sure it has a lot to do with that massive blade right there. I mean, the action is amazing, and that you can also use that cutout. You can spidey flick it, and it takes a little practice, but you can flick it out this way. You just got to flick it out, because you really can't get it that good right there. You end up cutting yourself. Let's see. Yeah, you can do it up there. It's big enough. Spidey flick, I like to put my finger at that bottom. It's just a lot easier. And if you don't want to scare anybody, even though once you pull that blade out, it's going to scare anybody around you that's not a knife person. See, come dead centered. As you can see, I don't know if you could add any more jimping. This thing's got jimping all over it. You got a lanyard hole, stainless liners, somewhat polished, like a high satin. That massive, beefy stop pin you got there. That's why I'd say this knife's probably geared for the harder use people. Flipper tab is done really well, but I would have loved to see at least a jump up top right here and some right here, because I've noticed myself slipping off of this a few times. But I like when they put that flat spot for the push button. This thing rockets out with the push button, and you can also light switch it. The push button's probably a little bit easier and better, but I don't know. They're actually about the same. It's going to come out regardless. I don't know if you can fail. Let's see if I can fail it on purpose. Yep, I tried. I mean, the only way you can fail it on purpose, I couldn't even do it that way. Great action on this guy. The detent's dialed in perfectly on this model. They have it in this black and green G10, which I don't know how I feel about this gold back strap right there. Let me know what y'all think. And you can get it in solid black with a, I think, blue titanium backspacer right here. They see if they achieve their balance point perfectly, like they always do right there in the back of that. Always. That's one thing that they must pride themselves on, because they get it perfect every time. And this thing is, if you watch my disassembly video, if not, you need to pause this and go check it out. But you couldn't skeletonize any more of these liners, which I think is perfectly fine, because this G10 is nice and thick. And I mean, really and truthfully, you could do without the stainless liners at all. The G10 would be just perfectly strong enough. But this is just a first look. I like to see that they went with D2 here. Not a fan of the pocket clip. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. And then this texture on here, even though it lends itself grip, I wish they would have had a spot underneath the pocket clip. It does catch a little bit. You do have a nice ramp. Let's see what it looks like, if it'll fit in these pockets, because this bad boy is a wide mama jama. Let's see. Will it fit? Will it fit? I don't think so. Yep, it's not going to fit. So you got to have some wide pockets. So we get a couple of quick size comparisons. Let's get a weight real quick. We'll get a couple of quick size comparisons. Even though this is not my type of knife, I know that a lot of people love the cleaver style blades and will be a fan of this. What did I do? Got it in grams right now. Let's check it out in ounces. 5.45 ounces with an 8-inch knife. Not bad, especially with steel liners and a titanium backspacer. There's a lot of metal on this knife. Let's get some size comparisons, and then I'll let you guys and girls go. Get some of its competitors. Got the steel wheel 3.5-inch cut jack. And these two are pretty close in size. The cut jack has a little bit more blade length, about the same size handle. Let's see the Ruike P801. And the Ruike is a little bit smaller. Get your cold steel American Lawman, or you can do the Slicey Dicey song with it. There you go. The Lawman's a little bit bigger. Let's see what the Spyderco Delica looks like. Probably going to dwarf the Delica. There you go. One more last one, because it's sitting right here. Ontario Rat Model 1, also in D2 steel. And the Rat Model 1's a good bit longer. So there you go. They nailed the action. They, like I said in my disassembly video, they got rid of the free spinning pivot. They're doing cool things, and I like when they make different looking designs. It's not gonna be for everyone, but if every knife was for everyone, there would be some plain boring knives. So I'm glad they took a leap of faith, and tried something different, and we'll see how this one goes. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section below. Do you think it's a win or not? I like how they use this This green and black layered G10, that's cool to see. You know, we've got so many knives with plain Jane black. It's unbelievable. So, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with all your friends and family and your social networks. If you like my videos in general, hit that subscribe button if you're not already. And while you're hitting that subscribe button, hit the little bell button to the left of it. That way you don't miss any content. I will be having a giveaway here soon when I hit 2,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. So you don't want to miss that. And if this video comes up before Blade Show, y'all be looking for me at Blade Show and looking for any coverage of Blade Show. I plan on putting out as many videos as I can. So for anybody who's not able to attend, you can see what's going on. All right, guys and girls, y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.